Howdy, howdy, folks. Diecastbuffet here again. We have another car to do a review on. Today's car of choice happens to be Darrell Wallace Jr.'s Click and Close Mortgages Camaro ZL1. And the first thing that sticks out to me is easily the purple in this. The purple in this car, absolutely. It's something you don't see on the racetrack. You don't see it much. Car though, it looks, I think it looks pretty well. Like two pretties in terms of the purple. But I do see some issues with this though. If it was just judging by the color choice, the purple looks really good. But I do see some issues with this car that I'm gonna have to unfortunately give my opinion on. Does come with a magnet hood. I still think they should make each car hoods, but that's a story for a different day. The car, there's something about this car that just doesn't look right to me. It just doesn't look right. But at the same time, there's something with this car that does look right. And I think the first thing that I don't like at all is the roof. So we got purple, white, and like a light, almost, let's see, like a light sky blue maybe? Like a light sky blue. But then you got these orange numbers on the roof. I don't know. It's just not looking good at all. It's like these weird burnt orange kind of, on the video it looks burnt orange, but it's kind of like a medium tone orange. A little bit more of the darker orange. It just doesn't look right with the car. I mean, you got the purple, and then you got the white, and then you got the blue, and you got this weird orange on the roof. It just, I think that throws off the car pretty well. But there is some detail in this car that I did not realize it had before. Did not realize. This is a rookie car, but there's some little issues with this car I'm not really liking. Obviously the roof. I think this right here is a little bit, it kind of throws off the car a little bit. The Eckridge sponsor, it's just something about it. I'm not really liking in terms of paint job. The purple's a really nice color. Roof number could be changed. I mean, if they could have just put it white, it would look really good if it was. I mean, anything, make it blue, don't make it orange. I understand they have to have, sometimes they want special colored numbers for spotters, but still though, like, it throws off the look so much. Let's go ahead and get it out of the package. Alrighty, it's out of the box, and I noticed something when I was taking it out. I can obviously see a little bit of an issue here. The decal placement is smudged. It should be more corrected to this way, but instead the hood, which happens to be like the number one thing anyone sees on these cars, is, well, obviously not skewed right. It's smudged a little bit. I mean, it's not a huge issue, but it does start to make me question the other portions of this car. Now, for the good on it, I see some really nice detailing around the side here with the blue. It almost looks like a space kind of look to it. And you see a little bit of some blue dots around here, a little bit of some blue dots. But kind of like I don't know, it's like a mystic space, like kind of like a belt or something, like an asteroid belt kind of look almost. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool at the same time. You see a little bit more around where the Goodyear logos happen to be. The front kind of still keeps that same blue consistency. The purple, it looks really good. I think the purple looks really good. But then the numbers, the roof number, it's throwing me off, man. It is throwing me off really badly with this car. So we got a smudged hood. We got a really funky color for the roof number. Not a big fan of that. From the back of the car looks good. You got, your rookie bumper stickers, if you will, because I mean it's not really a stripe, it's more of a bumper sticker because Camaro, this car, it's got some pros, but it's got some cons. I'm not gonna lie, it's got some cons to it. Let's see, I don't know if this decal is supposed to be like that, but the C on the close is kind of a little bit cut off from the fender well. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, but generally when one thing is off on these cars, multiple things are, because that means the template was not put on the car correctly. So that means multiple things are off as well. So that might be one thing that it's kind of pushed down a little too far. Yeah, I think it is, because you can see underneath it, that little part right there. We'll see. I don't know. It's such a minor detail, but those little things, when it comes to collectability and displaying diecast, when there's so many hundreds and hundreds of diecasts out there, quality is such a underrated feature that I personally don't think it gets talked about enough. NASCAR Authentics, they don't have roof driver labels. Personally, I like that. A lot of people, they complain about it. They're like, man, why don't they put the roof stuff on the car? Why don't we get to see the driver's names on it? I personally think it's stupid to put the driver's name on top of a NASCAR, because they didn't do it since its existence in 1948. They only put it pretty much around above the door or on the door, maybe on the hood, but not on the back windshield. It doesn't look right. So I'm glad they didn't do that for their NASCAR Authentics waves. I personally like that a whole lot more. Some people didn't know. They kind of complained about it, and they still are. But I personally, the way I look at it is, I'd rather pay $5 instead of paying $9 for a car just for a little name decal. That's just me. I mean, of course, the interiors are different colors and stuff like that, but to me, those are minor details. I just want the car. I'm a huge collector, but I know when to pick and choose my battles. It's something that I can live with. But altogether, I do like the purple. I think the purple and the white always looks good. It always does. The blue is a nice accent color. This I would change the roof color for the number. I would change that completely, and maybe do something with the Eckridge sponsor. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I could live with it if this wasn't there. But just because you see the orange here and you see the orange here and you don't see any orange down here, it looks really, really funky. The car, though, it overall, from this side view, it looks good. If I had to rate it, though, I think I would put it maybe average to above average, because the car is, it has some detail to it, but not enough detail to make me, really overcome big issues like this. And then, not to mention the hood not being properly placed, and more times than not, when one diecast is like this, many diecasts are like that as well. So it's unfortunate. But as I did mention before, this does come with a magnet. It does come with a magnet, and this one, I personally prefer. I personally prefer hoods, plastic hoods. But this one, for a magnet, it does look really cool. Again, we kind of see like the space kind of theme to it. I don't know why. I guess that's part of their marketing thing. But you see like a space theme to it. It's different. I think it looks good. But in terms for what it is, being a magnet, not a hood, just a hood-shaped one, I think it looks good, but not great. So we have that. Back to the car. I'm not digging the roof. The car, most of it has quality. The mess up there, that bugs me though, because it's just like it's a big piece. Like, it's different if it's like a corner piece or something, but when it's something like a big decal like that on the hood of the car, I don't know, it bugs me, especially when the car already has issues like that. And in I don't know, the Eckridge kind of sponsor throws me off. But anyway, I like the car a little bit, but I don't love it. Still very happy to have it, of course. But yeah, I do love collecting, but sometimes you do find a few cars that, you're not always stoked with, and that's part of life. It is what it is. Anywho, though, if you liked the video, please leave a like below, and if you'd like to see more diecast videos, any videos related to NASCAR, please subscribe to Diecastbuffet, and check me out on Instagram if you want to see a behind the scenes look at the stuff I'm doing, the builds, and stuff I collect. Please check it out. Check me out over on Instagram at Diecastbuffet. And also, hope you'll have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching Diecastbuffet. Peace out.